Hello,
Hello,
everyone,
everyone.
and welcome to another episode of the UVL 90 Day Challenge. And today is day 54. But first, let's introduce ourselves. So, hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm the face of the Facebook business page, Sandy Caballero, Sandy to Empower Lives. I'm originally from Panama, but currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner.
Hey, my name is Patsy. I am the face of the Facebook business page of Joe Pet Blessing, and I'm a mother of four and a grandmother of nine. Originally, I'm from Brunei. Now I'm residing in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and I am proud digital business owner.
Thank you, Patsy. Okay, so what is the topic for today?
Today's topic is UVL 90 Day Challenge, day 54. Wow. Um, the topic is discuss expanding awareness and consciousness is one of my favorite subject.
Yes. So today we're going to be talking about that, discussing expanding awareness and consciousness. Let's just start by giving an introduction of what exactly, how can we define awareness and consciousness, in simple terms. So we can say that awareness is our ability to perceive and understand the world around us, okay? While consciousness is our deeper connection to our thoughts, emotions, and purpose. Um, so this topic matters when it comes to personal growth and entrepreneurship. Okay, so for example, expanding awareness allows to see new opportunities and make better decisions, and at the same time, grow into the best version of ourselves. So that will be the introduction of this topic. So now let's go into the second point.
Why expanding awareness is important?
Yeah, so when we talk about why expanding awareness is important, we can say, well, we can divide it like in 3 points. So the first one is, enhances self awareness. The second one is opens the door to growth. And the third one is improves relationships. Now, let's talk about enhancing self awareness. So why does that? Because it helps us understand our habits, our triggers, and also our strengths. So when I became more self-aware, I realized I was holding myself back, by doubting my abilities in business. So um so that's one of the reasons, expanding awareness is important because you want to try to avoid that, by making more self-aware that you are aware that you're holding yourself back. So that's the one of the reasons. The second one, for the second point, opens the door to growth. Um, so for that one, we have to allow ourselves, to pass limitations and embrace change. Okay. So awareness make you recognize areas for improvement and take action. So it is very important to define, what are you lacking in terms, entrepreneurship. Like if you're lacking, for example, self-confidence, what do you have to do to get more self-confidence? So that's one of the points. Now the next one is improves relationships. So it encourages empathy and understanding in both personal and professional life. So that's the other one why, expanding awareness is important. Okay, so the third point, although let me check if I think we have a comment. Yes. Uh, Merci beaucoup, Toussaint. Bonjour à toi. Ici, c'est bonne nuit. Merci pour nous regarder. So we have a viewer. His name is Toussaint. And he was saying, good morning. I guess it's good morning over there. Thank you for watching. Merci pour nous voir, pour nous regarder. Okay, so Okay, so the next point is
How to expand awareness and consciousness.
okay, so when we talk about how to expand awareness and consciousness, we are talking about several points here. So the first one is mindfulness practices. Okay. The second one will be lifelong learning. The third one will be embrace new perspectives. The fourth one will be practice gratitude. And the first one will be question your beliefs. Okay, so let's start with the first one, mindfulness practices. So, how can we expand awareness and consciousness when it comes to mindfulness practices? Well, we can do that by doing meditation or deep breathing to quiet the mind. So, a good example of that will be, when you feel a little bit stressed, you know, and you want to be able to calm down so you can focus better because, when you're stressed, you're not thinking well. You might overreact. Uh, you might take a wrong decision. So you want to make sure that you are focused. And by being focused, uh, you need to relax yourself. So how do you do that? Like either doing a little meditation, like for example, every even 10 minutes, a day of meditation can bring clarity and reduce stress. Or breathe, do like 10 breathe, you know, deep and release, do 10 of those, and that will also calm you. Okay. The other one that you can do is like journaling to reflect on thoughts and emotions. So that way you can let it go by writing it down. So writing helps uncover patterns and beliefs that might be holding you back. So you can, after you release those, you can read it back and then you can realize, okay, what is it that I'm having struggles, and how can I work on those struggles to make it better? Okay. Um, so the second point will be lifelong learning. So for that, you can read books because, you can attend seminars or you can listen to podcasts on personal growth. Um, Nowadays, you have access to all those because of the internet. So you can either listen to podcasts on Spotify, or you can go to YouTube and also, listen to some podcasts there. And they also have like audiobooks. And actually, if you go to the library or you buy your own books, that's another way too. But what we want to do here is, expanding your mind with new knowledge because that pushes you to think differently. Okay, so you have a more open-minded, and also you have a knowledge on several subjects, so you are able to see uh, more expanded instead of just seeing one way. Okay, so the next point will be embrace new perspectives. Okay, so you want to be able to seek diverse options and experiences. Okay, because that way you're going to be able um, to be more diversified, when it comes to subjects or um, knowledge of having things. So, for example, when you go to travel and you have conversations or even stepping out of your comfort zone can shift your perspective. Okay. Um, so, travel is one of the things that, it's not just travel, it's just getting to know the culture, getting uh, to know, how people live, you get to learn new things because, it's different from where you live. Like recently, we traveled to Japan and I got to see, how the culture is different from the North American culture. And that was a great experience for me, seeing how, um, seeing from that perspective, the difference between cultures. So that enriches you, be able to get to know more cultures because you are more diversified and you understand people better because you know where they're coming from and what is their culture. Okay, so the next point will be practice gratitude. So you want to make sure that you focus on the positive in your life. Okay, so on all the things that are positive in your life. We want to try to push away all the negativity, and always try to find the positive side. So gratitude rewires your brain, okay, to focus on abundance rather than lack. A good book that I would recommend for you in terms of being, grateful, will be the book The Magic. So one of the practices of the magic is writing 10 things that you are grateful every day. So that will be a good practice. And you can start shifting your mind. Like, for example, we did that at the beginning for the 90-day life challenge. And one of our teammates, she was seeing, that the writing, doing the practice for the magic really helped her to shift her mindset and seeing things different. And at the same time, because her mind was turning into positive, she was able to, able to get a job, um, and want to, that uh, to be continued, to uh, for her business. So that's a way that, like, the more you think positive, the more you're gonna attract positive things to you. So that's why you want to try to shift your mind to be positive instead of being negative. Um, so the other thing is, question your beliefs. So challenge limiting beliefs or assumptions. Okay, so ask yourself, what if I'm wrong? Okay, to open up new possibilities. A good example of this will be, for the skeptical people, um, what if you take that leap of faith? What if that's the opportunity that is going to change your life and your family's life? you know so so many times, we are skeptical because our beliefs. So sometimes we gotta be open-minded and see what is out there, to see, if you can take the decision, if that's for you or it's not for you. The other one will be, um I don't think I can do this. I don't think I have the knowledge. I don't think I'm capable. I don't have the skills. It's all in here. It's all about our beliefs. Really, when you set your mind to it, if you believe in yourself, you can do anything you want. It's all in your mind. It might not be like right away, but it's gonna take time. But you're gonna be able to do it because anyone is capable of doing stuff. We can see here, in our journey, things that we didn't thought that we were capable of doing. I mean, for example, me, um, I never thought to be in front of the camera and talking to you guys like I'm doing right now. I don't like to be in front of the camera, but you know what? I took that leap of faith, get out of my comfort zone, and I did it. You know, um, so I changed my belief, and then I took action. So ask yourself, what if I'm wrong? So be open to new possibilities. Okay. So let's go to the next point.
How expanded awareness impacts your online business?
Okay. So when we talk about how expanded awareness impacts your online business, we can say, we can talk about 3 points. So one is clarity in decision making. The other one is strong leadership. And the third one is better adaptability. Okay. So let's start with clarity in decision making. So why is that? Because it helps us focus on what truly matters. Okay. Um, you to be Once you're aware of what you want, you know what you have to do. So you're focused on the goal, okay, on what you want to do. So that's why, awareness is very important. The second point, stronger leadership. That one is because you become more empathetic and inspiring to others, you know, um, because you have that awareness and you know what you want. So other people that are seeing you, they believe in you and they're inspired by you. So um, That's another reason why, expanded awareness impacts your online business, because you become a stronger leadership, you know, a stronger leader, for others, because you inspire them, because you have that clarity that we spoke at the beginning. So the third point is better adaptability. Why is that? Because we can recognize and seize opportunities in changing markets, okay? Because we are aware of those changes, so we are able to adapt to that. So awareness enables you to adapt quickly, okay, which is crucial in today's fast-paced business world, especially in the online business. So that's why awareness is very important. And the next point.
Oh, personal story or example. You want me to share my personal story?
Sure,
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 Patsy.
Patsy. My personal story. Oh, like I said, awareness and consciousness is before I just speak and not conscious and aware of people around me. Now I am extra. I practice consciousness, and when I'm with a person, when I talk to the person, I sympathize or understand, give a listening ear, and conscious of their actions, the way they speak, and be able to relate to them. See, and that is very important to the other person. This was my personal story.
Thank you for sharing, Patsy. Yes, so a good personal story or example. So Patsy shares hers. Um, so when you share a time when it, like another example will be, when you began, for example, practicing mindfulness. Okay. For example, I started the lifesavers in the morning. So that allows me to be more present during meetings. For example, when I meet with Patsy, I'm more awake, more aware, because I wake up so early. So I have already well, once I'm awake, and two, I'm more, with the energy, to start the day. So that also, help strengthen, the collaboration. For example, Patsy and I collaborate in the morning, so that really works together. Because before, I will be meeting Patsy and I will be semi awake, because I'm a night owl. So it's changing to from night owl to early riser. It was a struggle at the beginning. It's much better now. Not quite there yet, but it's much better. So yeah, so that's one of the examples of that. You're more focused. You're more aware. You're able to collaborate better with the others. So that's an example of that. I think we have a comment. We have Frere Socas Pauline Gaveto. He says, Thank you for your comment, your emojis. Thank you for watching. Um, okay, so going back to the subject. Okay, um so the next one that we wanna talk about is,
Practical tips for the audience.
yes. So when we talk about practical tips for you guys, I would say actionable steps. So, and with actionable steps. So, for example, one, start your day with 5 minutes of mindfulness exercise. So it could be, yeah, exercise, in the morning. Yeah, it will make you awake. Like in the morning, sometimes we do um, affirmation and doing a little bit of movement exercise. Or we also have like Zumba, Filipino Zumba in the morning. So that keeps you awake. If you were a little bit sleepy, that's going to keep you awake. Um, so that's one. The two will be, read one book on personal growth this month. So that's a good one. Yeah. I saw this one, and I really like the idea of reading one book every month. uh, the more knowledge you get, the better you're gonna grow, the better understanding, and open mind that you will be, because you're gonna have a lot of knowledge, in different areas, and you're gonna be able to find solutions depending, what your books are you reading. So that's another one. And the third one is keep a daily gratitude journal. So this one you can practice, the practice from the magic book, writing 10 things that you're grateful every day. You can write it and then you can read it. So that way, it reaffirms that. And try to, when you write it 10, because I did this with my sister in law, uh, we had to write like 10 things that we were grateful every day, but it cannot be repeated. So it has to be 10 new things. It cannot be repeated, okay? So that way, you found 10 things that you're grateful for. Okay, so um, so I think we have those are the points. But now I want to ask you guys, so what practices have helped you, to expand your awareness and consciousness? So let's share those ideas in the comments. So let us know in the comments, what practices have you used to expand your awareness and consciousness. Um, and, I want to conclude with expanding awareness and consciousness is a journey, not a destination. Okay. So the more we grow internally, the more we can achieve externally. Okay, so then because the better we can uh, react, towards the persons or towards the situation. But we have to start feeding ourselves inside. Okay, so we have to grow from the inside to be able to exteriorize that. Um, so we want to encourage you to explore, how this practice can positively impact both your personal and professional lives. Okay. So yeah, so I hope all this that we have talked today, it has been really of value to you, and you can practice some of the tips that we have mentioned. And if you have any more tips that is related to this that you wanna uh, add to the subject, please put it in the comments, and we'll be happy to read your comments. And then share it, because that's why we are here in this Facebook community. We want to share value content to everyone, and then just sharing to each other. So we always learn from each other. So that's the main thing. So for tomorrow, what is the topic for tomorrow, Patsy?
Yeah, tomorrow, day 55. Topic reflect on your week 8 insights. The whole week.
Yes. So tomorrow we have this one on Saturday, but for some reason it ends up tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow, so we're gonna be reflecting on week 8 inside. So from Sunday all the way to today. Um, what have we learned? What can we apply to our life and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna be reflecting that on those on week 8 tomorrow. So we want to thank all the viewers for who watch us today. Thank you for all your emojis, all your comments. Uh, Thank you to our followers. Thank you for all the support that you gave us too, and thank you, for those watching the replay. Let us know where you're watching from, and please write in the comments, what are some tips or what did you like about the live today, um, and if you want to give some tips or advice, anyone, can learn from your tips. So yeah, so let us know in the comments. Also, if you guys want to follow us on our Facebook pages, they're on the top here. Um, so you can follow us to get to know us a little bit more, and also to know more of the content that we post in our pages and about the online business opportunity that we are offering. If you guys want to learn how you too you can earn online, you can register on the website that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and we're gonna send you the invitation to watch the webinar. Actually, we had a webinar today, so you can catch the replay of that webinar. But we're gonna do a live about that in a few seconds, in a few minutes. Um, so yeah, so you can register with your name and email address, and we're gonna send you an invitation to watch the uh, the replay of the webinar, the same webinar that Patsy and I we have watched, and all the members of all the members from our community, have watched, and that has changed so many lives, including ours alive. So it keeps changing, and it has changed it, and it keeps changing. So it's changing our lives. So also, so what are you getting, when you register, what happens? So when you register first, you're not joining the business. This is just free information for you. Um, so when you register, you get invited to watch the webinar. So what is on the webinar? What are you going to find on the webinar? So when you watch the webinar, you're going to find how our business plan works. Okay. So that's one of the things that it is explained there. And also, they have panelists in the webinar. And those panelists are members of our community, and they're sharing their testimonial. So you can hear the testimonial, why they joined the business, what were the struggles uh, behind, joining the business, and what have they found once they join it? How has this online business changed their lives? So you can listen, and you can see, there are people from all walks of life that join the business. So we have doctors, we have nurses, we have homestay moms, we have all walks of life and all different ethnicities and all over the world, because we are a global community of 200 and plus, 200K plus members around the globe. So saying that, once you get to watch the webinar, so make sure that you watch it completely. And also, you get invited to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from our community, and also more, you get to know a little bit more information about the business. So make sure that you do your due diligence, and you're welcome to browse the entire group. Um, at that moment, so once you have done your due diligence, if you want to know a little bit more in detail about the business, you can proceed to the next step, which is paying the $149. That is 30 days refundable. And at that moment, you'll have more information detail about the business, how the business work and all that. And then at the moment, you can make your decision if this business is for you or if it's not. So if you decide to proceed, you go to the next step. If you decide that this business is not for you, that's not a problem. You can get your $149 refundable within 30 days. But everything of all this is explained on the webinar. So just make sure that you watch the webinar completely, because if you don't watch it completely, you are going to assume, but that doesn't mean that you're understanding completely how everything works. So yeah, so I want to just say that, and yeah, and thank you again for watching us today. Have a great rest of the Thursday, and for some part of the world, it's already Friday. So good morning, happy Friday, and good morning around the world. Okay, so thank you for watching, and have an amazing rest of the day, and amazing Friday and weekend. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. See you tomorrow for day 55.
55.
Bye.